Side here, of course, it has my name and my what description, who I represent on the platform. So, profile, education, recognition, exhibition, and experience. Of course, profile is just basically you in terms of who you are, just giving us more details, more um, what do I call it? Information about yourself. So you can always just pick up on a screenshot and then use that to update location. You can give us now your location. Let's say in Lekki or in wherever it is you are. Let me just go with this. Second Fatima, Sule Drive. So let's just say, let's go with this. Maybe I don't want to go in depth. Just say Lagos, Nigeria. So maybe I have other branches, or I just want to go into specifics. And the person reach out to me, we can then go into all of that. Creative field, if you want to make changes, sure you can do that. But I'm sticking with my designer. So bio, if you have a short bio you want to give to us, please go ahead. Long bio, if you have something more to say about yourself, please go ahead and say that. Website, if you have a website you have hosted, you have your works or your portfolio already hosted, you can always come here and put that in, so that while they are viewing your works or viewing your portfolios, they can always have somewhere to reference them to also. That helps. Statements, a statement about yourself, say a one liner, two liner, whatever it is, something that describes you for other people to understand. Social links, Instagram, Facebook, X, and LinkedIn. For Instagram, you just go to the Instagram page, copy the link, and then come here and just paste it so that person can then view you. Please, it's not the username, because you can see the example here now. So it's the link. So when you visit those pages, copy the link and then paste it here, so that it's easy to get in touch with you. And of course, after you've done all of that, I always advise to save. People always save your whatever it is you're doing. Education is another tab that you can input more of your profile, more of your online presence into. Maybe you want to, because most people now they're looking for not just who can do the work, but they also want to be certain of the authenticity of that person. It helps build trust, it helps build rapport and all of that. So you see, it's putting your school, your degree, your field of study, start date, end date, description. That's for education. I went to Unilag, have a BSc, field of study, electrical engineering. Start date, started in 2015, I ended in 2019. Description, this is a BSc, just all that good stuff that you're willing to do. Let me just fill that in. University of Lagos. Degree, I have a BSc, field of study, computer engineering. Computer engineering, start date. Can always come here and use this to help you navigate faster. Then also choose a day. So choosing that, you can see now it helps you feel that. So end date, also to the same thing. Choose the year, 2019, February. Go with September, I believe. Date, let's go with 18. Description. This is a bachelor degree, something simple. If you have something else to say, please go ahead and say that. So we see, I'm done with that. Now it's been added. Of course, if you made a mistake, you can edit or you can delete and add again. Or if you have more, you have a BSc, I also have an ND, so you can also add that in there. If you have a master's degree, a PhD, please do that in there. Recognition, I believe this tab is asking for is certificate. You have a certificate in XYZ, your Udemy certificate. You have courses that you have taken and they are sorry again, and you want people to know that you are not just hands-on in that field. You also have certification, people that have actually recognized you in terms of what you have done in that field, please always come and add it here. So project title, backend related, or if you're an artist, I don't know the kind of certification you guys take, but please, you can always come here and add that in here. Exhibition event that you've hosted before, or event that you hope to add to the platform, you can always come and add it here. Becoming a tech, I say guru, is that word still in existence? Okay, let's say tech guru. I think that's the word everybody goes with nowadays. The zone, bagada, start dates, come here, just, you can just input the dates manually, that also works. Let me go with, let's see, it started for 5th 2026. Let's see end dates, let's see 14, let's just go with today's date. Description, this is an event for tech gurus, and of course our sisters also. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to be funny. You can add an image also, so that we see what you are intending to, because most people just like to, visual aids type people, so you just want to see what they want to see and move on to the next thing. You can also add multiple images too. It's not just one image. You can see now this one I saved as the one. You can add multiple images. Save that in there. So please, the ones with asterisks, the red asterisk, please always make sure to fill all those ones, because they are very important for collecting data from you in order to portray you properly. So that's saved in. Of course, you can also edit and delete if you want. Experience also. So lastly, maybe job experience, work that you've done before, experiences you have worked in. So gallery, you have worked in Soto gallery, you have worked in Nike Art Gallery, you have worked in whatever it is you have worked in. You can always come and add the experience in here. For myself now, like I said, I'm a software engineer, so my experience will probably be front-end engineer, or artist, the company that you work for, Vascan, like my CEO would say. Give me a second. I'm just go with this address. Start dates, working for them now. I think I'm the longest serving, but let's not go into that. My CEO will take my head off. But yes, thank you. I believe 2021. Let's go with 2022. I'm not starting on the date anymore. It's still ongoing, so I'll just keep on the end date. Description, the experience we've gathered. I work as a front-end engineer. Fit that in there. So you say invalid input date, expected date, received date. So you can always come here, of course. Let's go with today's date. Save. So that's saved there, and see you also have an experience also in there. So that's all about the profile. So your education, your recognition background, your exhibition, your experience. If you have more experience, please feel free to add it in there. And like we said, we are catering more for artists and all of that. So as an artist, if you have worked in Nike Art Gallery, your exhibition that you've hosted, the experiences you've had in the past, please feel free to come and add that in here. I don't know much, so I don't want to say something that I'm not certain about. Portfolios. Now this is the second beauty about this platform. It helps you not only have an online presence, but also an online presence for your work, for your portfolio, for things that you have done, things that you are proud of. So portfolio, so you see, add your first portfolio. Obviously, I don't have any yet on this platform, so I can either add it. So click on this button or this, either of them brings up this modal, and you can add portfolio. So portfolio, I can, like I said before, I can say full stack engineer. You can put that in there. But for an artist, you can say color painting or whatnot, whatever it is you want to add in here. Description: this describes the incredible use of color painting. Active. So you say, is this portfolio currently ongoing? If it is, you leave it on. Else, you switch toggle off this bar. Say add works after saving. Okay, let's do that. I have works that I want to add into the portfolio, so of course let me toggle that in, and then you save. So it takes a while. It tells you saving, portfolio saved successfully. So you can click here. So it can now tell you add works to the portfolio, or you can also just come to the right hand side, the right bar there, and add your works. So you see color painting. You click on that tab. You can see the tab is already clicked already for us, because we're coming from that we toggled on the add works after creating the portfolio. So project title, so color painting. So you say Blue Dynasty. Let's go with that. Description: this is a way of showcasing royalty in its finest. Category: artwork. The year, I choose the year that is going for, say 2026. Sorry. So the price, of course, the first one is in naira. So how much the feel it cost for that work that you did. Let's just go with 6,000. Price, if there's an equivalent USD price, if you prefer to have that on the platform, you can always do a slight conversion rate and have that in there. I think the price for dollar to naira is 1.5. Correct me if I'm wrong. So so that's 200. I believe my math is correct. 200, I believe. Client name, the client that you worked for. In my own case, I'll say Vascan. Project URL, of course, also like I said, if there is a URL for that project somewhere online, please feel free to drop that in there. Even if it's an Instagram handle, Instagram page, please feel free to add that in there. Tags. So we try to look at tags as a way to describe your work. So you see, for instance, for writers, you're writing a poem about love. So it could also be about love. It could also be about healthcare. It could also be about so there are different variety of things that you could tag into it. So for now, for this work, for Blue Dynasty, one of the tags could be royalty. All right. Another tags could be colors. You can add as much tags as you wish, or as you feel best describe that work that has been done. Of course, images. You can also add images to these. Let me try and add images from my downloads folder. I hope I have some good images on here. Okay, let me try something else. Interesting. Okay. So you can add that in there. You can also choose, like we said, you can have more than one images. You don't need to limit yourself to just, oh, okay, I've uploaded one, let me move to another one. No, you can have as much images as possible. But that will be the ongoing election and all of that. So you can add as much images as possible. So you see, and of course, if you made a mistake, you can always just click on the red button to take take the image off, and you can always just add new ones. So this is a slide preview. So this is the image, this is the title, these are the tags. So you see royalty and colors, and this is the description. So here now it says publish immediately. So do I want to publish immediately, or do I want to think on it, make some changes before I let my viewers see? Then you save as draft. Else, if you're done with it, just toggle that on and publish your works. So just allow that to take a while. So you see that has been pushed. Now it says on this tab you can then go back to works. Maybe you want to add more works, or what have you. Maybe you have some more works coming to your head. You're like, okay, no, I have more to add. Please click on that button. It takes you back in here. So you see now it's loading your works. Before it was empty, but now you have something to showcase. So you see now, so this is the work. You can now see it on here. If you are not the grid kind of person, because now it shows as a grid, you can also do listing. The listing just lists down the works that you have done. And you see this tag on here too. See, it says publish. So we have there's another beauty of the platform. I'm coming to that in a minute. So you see works, then also on the other side too, portfolio. Now you have portfolio that you've added. Of course it's active because I just added it and it's on the work. You can add more works to this portfolio if you so wish. Click on it, it takes you back in here to add more works. Then lastly we have our settings. So yes, before the settings, quick one. So we have these tabs in here that we are having some development on. We are going in and out with the dev team, trying to create something beautiful for you. So it's coming soon, please stay tuned. Then lastly, the settings. Settings, we know most times, caters for your presence on the platform, what you want people to see, what you don't want people to see, XYZ and all of that. So like I said again, take note of this loader. It tells you that you've clicked on that button for network reasons or for some other reason. It's taking time to load. So you see even here too, now my location has shown, so Lagos, Nigeria. So take that into consideration also. So it is loading my settings. See there's the tab here, a button saying you can go back to your dashboard, or you can just click the dashboard here, whichever one favors you. So it says manage your account preferences and privacy settings. For the privacy, profile visibility. So make your profile visible to others. If at some point maybe I'm doing some internal work, all those houses that they are building and they just cover it with like are those things called is it coverers? I'm not certain. So it's like saying, okay, there's work ongoing, but I don't want people to see it yet. So you can toggle that off or toggle it back on when you're ready. Show your social links. For some reason you don't want people to see your social link, even though you've added them, you can also toggle that off. Account setting, your password has been compromised, you share this with somebody you are not comfortable with anymore, please feel free to come here and change it, update it. The current one, the new one, and of course confirm a new password. Email notification. So we also try to send you email notification for important updates that have been done on the website, or rather on this platform. So if you don't want most of those, you can also toggle that off and you won't get email notification anymore, or toggle it back on. That also works. Then lastly, danger zone. Irreversible and destructive action. Please do not tread carefully while being on this place. So once you delete your account, there is no going back. Please be certain. On click of this, it also gives me a prompt. This action cannot be undone, but you're trying to be careful enough, because sometimes you may not be paying attention to what you're doing. You just click on this button. So we are trying to give you like a two-step verification to be certain of what you want to do. I've made all these changes. I can always then come here and save the settings. I didn't make any changes here, but if you did, or if you do in the future, always save the settings so that then it applies. So go back to your dashboard if you want to then take up a holistic view of what has been added, what has not been added. Go back to the dashboard. Then also, like I said, I have one last interesting thing about the platform, so which is this profile view. I'll come to it in a minute. So this is the dashboard right here now, same one we saw when we started the journey.